or discussion, not even debate.
Bro, how can I debate somebody that doesn't even understand John chapter 1 verses number 1?
You gotta realize, I'm not gonna bring you a Quranic verse and say you have to agree with this. You have to talk. You're talking to someone on the outside. You have to. Yeah, that's a very powerful verse to Christians.
Bro, you said John chapter 1. You said John chapter 1 is a contradiction with Genesis 1, bro. Like, how can I take you seriously, bro?
I didn't mean contradiction in a disrespectful way. I tried to change the word. It came out again. You know what I mean? There's a difference in my eyes. That in the beginning and the Genesis in the beginning.
Bro, you're just trying so hard to find a contradiction. Yet you can't find any, bro. You just can't, bro.
That isn't so what is that? You're saying that's the both
what, are before. Okay, in John chapter 1, what was the word?
I said it 20 times.
Not according to you, not according to what you say. What is the word in John chapter 1?
Yeah, according to Christians, modern Christians, it's Jesus.
Okay, what is the word according to John 1? The last 3 or 4 words, what is it?
Let me open. What do you mean? I don't get what you're asking.
Do you have the book open right now or not?
I have it open right here.
Okay, now read it.
Hold on, let me open the verse in question.
I don't even know why I'm doing this, bro. Like, yo, this is like children do this, bro.
No, man, this is grown folks do this. Look, is it not your duty to teach me the truth if you have the truth?
Bro, you can teach yourself. You just don't want to, bro. You're sitting here trying to find contradictions when there isn't any, bro.
John,
hey, you know what you're doing. You're just playing around, bro.
This is a new thing that I came up with just yesterday, and I want to answer to it. And so far, I talked to someone yesterday, they couldn't answer it.
They're Jehovah's Witnesses. They have the same view as you do on this verse, bro. You're changing the verse to make it seem what you think it means.
Are Jehovah's Witness Unitarians?
Bro, Jehovah's Witnesses, according to this verse, they believe in multiple gods, bro.
Okay, so they're not I always thought they were Unitarians, so they're not Unitarians.
Bro, do you know what it says in the Jehovah's Witnesses books?
I really have not looked, no.
Okay, this is what they say. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was a God.
Yeah, that's not right for sure.
Okay, now to you, because I think you're a Jehovah's Witness too now. What is the last 5 words in that sentence over there?
Yeah, the Word was with God, or the Word was
the last
God.
5 words.
The Word was God.
What was the Word?
The Word was with God.
What is the Word? So according to the last 5 words, what is the Word?
Yeah, I answered that. The Word was God, according to this verse.
Okay, so the Word is God.
Yeah, according to this verse, the Word is God.
Okay, so then why are you stuck on this verse?
Because in the beginning is before the Word was God. So I need to find out what
God existed before the beginning. He existed before time and space.
But this isn't saying the Word was God. See, this is the confusing part.
If the Word is God, if the Word is God, and God existed before the beginning, did the Word exist before the beginning?
Well, I'm thinking this is all post the beginning. So thing in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God in the beginning, and the Word was God in the beginning. This is all in the beginning, which mean you both agree.
Okay, if the Word is God, and God existed before anything existed, did the Word exist before anything existed?
Like you said earlier, I wasn't there. I can't say, but can we say this? Can we say this? When God said, "Let there be light," or when God created the heavens and the earth.
I'm gonna go
Let me open up Genesis. Give me the Genesis chapter. What is it? Genesis 2?
Yeah, forget about the sifur. You will never understand these things. If you can't get this, then I don't know what else I could tell you. Okay, sifur. Go to chapter 21, verses number 91 in the Quran.
All right, let's go. I'm not scared of that. What Quran? What?
Of course you were scared of that. You're 100% scared of that.
You mean give me the chapter again?
2191.
And mentioned the one who guarded her chastity. So we blew into her garment through our angel Gabriel, and we made her and her son a sign for the worlds.
Who did the breathing in that verse?
Let me open up the actual.
Don't open the tafsir. Don't open
No, I'm
tafsir.
not. I'm opening. I was just reading the verse. Now I'm opening the actual Quran verse. And remember the one who guarded her chastity. So we breathed into her through our angel Gabriel, making
Where
her.
does it say angel Gabriel?
This right here. It says, and remember the one who guarded her chastity. So
no,
we
in
breathed-
Arabic, where does it say angel Gabriel?
Yeah, that one is in quotations, so that it's not in there. But the other guy told you when God is saying we, he's talking about all of his creations underneath him also. Like, I want to talk about that. The messenger, the angel Gabriel is considered the messenger for the angels. He is the one who delivers messages.
But who breathed into that? Who breathed into her farjaha?
It's vague. It's an ambiguous verse. I'd have to go in
Who's
deeper.
we? When Allah says we in the Quran, is not that the royal we?
In some cases, but in some cases when he says we delivered the gospels, he didn't hand deliver it to Jesus or to Moses. It was delivered through angels, through angel Gabriel, in our eyes and in your eyes through the Holy Spirit, right?
So when Allah says we in the Quran, in certain cases it's talking about angel Gabriel and him, and in some verses it's only him.
Yeah, that's why you have to go. Just like if I take a verse out of the Bible, you won't accept it. You say there's context and you bring other verses into it and you find backup, right?
Okay, so according to this verse, when it says we breathed, you're telling me that this is angel Gabriel, not Allah, that's doing the breathing.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I don't know. It's ambiguous. It's vague. I'd have to go and research more. And no, I'm not an expert on Arabic. I have to really go in. I can't say what that royal we is. But it's like when a king says we, he's talking about his whole dynasty, right? He's not saying me as in we. Let me also go
Jibril.
I give
Christians. How are you?
Good. Jibril, in chapter 21, verses number 91. Okay, Jibril, who's doing the breathing according to that verse when Allah says we?
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar is doing the breathing.
So why is sifur saying angel Gabriel?
Because, it's very clear when you read it in Arabic, the Quran is Allah talking. It's Allah's word. That's what Muslims say. That's Allah talking. Allah saying, وَمَرْيَمُ بِنْتُ عُمْرَانَ الَّتِي أَحْصَنَتْ فَرْجِهَا فَنَفَخْنَا فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِنَا. Okay? The whole context of the sentence, of the verse, is Allah is the talker. Allah is this. He's saying these words. He's talking. So when he says, وَنَفَخْنَا, it means us. It means him. Okay, even if Seaforth wants to use this we as royal we, even though royal we didn't exist until the 12th century,
that's
way
the English
after
royal we,
Quran.
brother. Come on, I've heard that one before.
But anyway, let's
AD royal we is the English royal we.
Our run with that.
Aramaic lasted long before
our run, Seaforth. I will run with that. That's fine. I will run with that.
Run with
but
it,
it's Allah talking and it's saying we blew
okay, great. I said
her.
I don't know. Now he's saying I said Gabriel. I said it might be done through Gabriel, but when he did it to Adam, obviously God said he breathed the spirit into Adam too. So what I don't get is you guys take Jesus as God because of this whole situation. Why is Adam not regarded as anything special for being the first human that also had that spirit breathed into him?
Brother, you're bringing Jibril in the middle where he doesn't exist in the verse.
I did not bring Jibril. I told him specifically
You said,
I don't know.
You were reading a translation that says Jibril, number one, and the other thing that I heard you reading in the translation, you said he blew into her garment. Where's the garment in the verse?
I heard someone talking. This is a new thing because it was just a couple days ago. I heard someone bringing it up. The Arabic word is something else, and it's used as garment. But really,
no,
it's
brother.
used
I
as
speak
chastity.
Arabic.
Chastity.
I speak Arabic, okay? And
That's
it's
fine.
not
You speak
chastity.
modern. You speak modern
it's not
Arabic.
chastity.
Which Arabic do you
Chastity.
speak? What country?
Brother,
What
brother,
country?
brother.
What
The
country?
word
Tell me.
chastity in English, the word chastity in English, in Arabic, it means aifa. Aifa. Okay? The word in the
Do you
Quran,
know
it's
ancient
farjaha.
Arabic? Do you know
It's
ancient Arabic?
farjaha. It's not aifataha.
Do you know?
Okay.
Do you know ancient Arabic? Do you know ancient?
I know ancient Arabic, brother.
You know
I know
ancient
ancient Arabic.
Aramaic.
I've studied in Arabic schools. I know the Arabic Fusha. I've read it, and I know the Arabic Quranic Arabic. I know it all. The word farjaha, it's not her chastity in English. It's not. Farjaha, it means her private part. Okay, that's what it means.
I heard. I think it
Now,
was you that
because
was
it doesn't
mentioning
sound
this a
right
couple days
upon
ago.
translation, your people, your translators, were too embarrassed to translate the word literally. So they said chastity. Chastity, it means ifatuha. The word is not ifatuha, it is farjuha. Okay? There's two different words. Totally different.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to go
Understand?
into that word. Hold on.
Oh, you can go into it, yes.
Let's go. I'm going to do it how you guys do it and go into Google Translate first.
No,
Yo, Sifur,
brother.
I was talking with a Shia earlier, okay, and I mentioned this verse to him, okay? And he told me that Allah has a spirit, okay? And when I asked him about this verse, when Allah breathed, he said it was Allah doing the breathing, not Angel Gabriel. He said Allah breathed His spirit. Allah has a spirit, so Allah breathed His spirit into Mary's farjaha. That's the most simple question. Whose spirit did He breathe into Mary's farjaha? He said Jesus' spirit. Okay,
so why
Jesus'
when I
spirit.
write the whole sentence,
This verse
right?
says our spirit.
Check this out, guys. When I put the word itself, only the word farjaha, it does say her. But when I put more of a sentence on there, it says, and the one who guarded her chastity. Why? Because Arabic is deeper than just one word. When you use words in different ways, it changes the meaning. So again, Google Translate, guys, take the whole sentence, put it in there, and it does not say her.
40 meters.
Brother, because when
Right.
you put the whole sentence,
right, man. Don't-
Google Translate recognizes it as a Quranic verse. Okay? That's why.
Wow,
I'm talking
now-
about the word itself.
Right.
No, Google. Yeah, the word itself, I told you. I
Okay.
checked on Google, and it's China, but when I put the sentence, it says guarded her chastity.
We're talking about the word. Farja. What does
It
it
doesn't
mean?
matter. You know, if you're an expert on Arabic, you know.
Oh, it doesn't matter the word, bruh.
Will change the meaning.
No,
So this, you just got refuted. Thank you. I didn't know the response a couple days ago. Now I found out. You just have to put another word before and after, and it changes from her to her chastity.
it is wrong, man. It is wrong.
Not according
Which
to
part of it you don't understand?
you like Google Translate and agree with it if I just use farjaha, but if I use more of the sentence in there, you don't like it and you disagree with it. Why?
It's not that I don't like it. It's wrong. You
How
know
is
how,
it wrong?
how many mistakes
How?
do you want me to find you? How many mistakes do you want me to find you that are translated wrong in the Quran? Your
That's fine.
translation,
The English-
brother,
this is the-
the
this is
English
the
Quran
beauty,
is
right?
false.
This is the beauty,
The
right?
Quran,
If we have
the English
original
Quran is
Arabic,
false.
You guys have a Greek version. You guys are more of a problem. You guys do the same issues, but you go from Greek to
No.
Latin. Jesus himself, the name is 600 years old, brother. That name
Brother,
is 600 years old.
bring the whole Bible and find me a word that we don't disagree with. We disagree with. Find me one word.
There
You can
are
translate it to whichever
there
language you
are
want.
verses taken out. What is it, that one? I think it's
Brother.
in, the whole verse
Brother.
was taken out. The one that talks about the Trinity and the Spirit and the Son are all one. The
The
whole
Bible
verse
is
was
being
added in.
translated into 4,000 different languages, and it
Yeah.
means the same in all of them.
And guess what?
It means
went
the
from
same.
Greek. So why is Jesus' name not Yeshua?
Now, listen. We're talking about something else.
Abraham,
You bring
yo,
Jesus'
Sifur,
name.
why
How
isn't-
many, how many different
the man
translations is there for
you
Jesus' name?
Sifur, if you're gonna go that route, why isn't Yeshua? Why don't you call Yeshua? Why do you call him Isa?
Because if you look at his
Exactly.
Hebrew name, it's actually Isawa. It's Esau.
What?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
Where did you get that from?
Because there's other people that had that name.
So it's not spelled with a youth? So the Hebrew youth, it's not spelled with a youth?
What are you talking about? The Hebrew youth is not spelled with a youth.
What's youth in Hebrew? What's youth?
Hebrew and Greek do not have a J. Where did
Okay,
the
no,
J
hold on.
come from?
Even Aramaic. What
I'll
does
tell you
youth,
where it came
what
from.
does,
It
what,
came
what,
from
what
because
is
you
the
guys
letter
took Greek
youth
to Latin
in
and the J
Hebrew? What
came.
is the letter youth in English?
Come on, man. You're ignoring the main issue. Why is there a J
Bro,
in your God's
listen,
name?
listen. In Hebrew, it is not spelled with an ain like it is in Arabic, bro.
It's with
It's
the
spelled
E.
with a youth.
It don't
It's
matter.
spelled with a
Youth or-
Y.
It's still that Y does not exist in. It's not in today. The
Bro,
God
the
that you
Y's
worship.
are the J's, bro. That's what I'm
Why
telling you.
are
Like,
you
even,
worshiping
for
a
example,
J?
John. It's
Why are you
Yohanna.
not worshiping the
John
Y?
is Yohanna.
So why are you not worshiping the Y? Why are you worshiping a J?
Bro, that's what. Listen, you tried to tell us, why do you use Jesus? Why don't you use Yeshua? Okay, why do you use Isa, not Yeshua?
I don't think that's my problem. Your problem is just this name is
Bro,
the
we
biggest.
don't have
the
any
biggest
problem.
example.
That's
This
you just
big example. Your
You
church
went against your
fathers
own logic, is what
decided
you
to take
did.
a Greek word, translate it to Latin. The J letter came, but a H sound, and then you guys decided to take the Latin and translate it to English, and the J sound or J letter turned into a J sound. Why not take it from Greek?
Okay. What about
Greek
the
to
name
English?
Abraham? Why do you say Ibrahim?
Why is it not from Greek to English?
What's Ibrahim? Why don't you say Abraham?
Brother, would there be a J sound and letter if it went from
Okay,
Greek
why
to
do you
English?
say Ibrahim? Why don't you say Abraham?
Look, would there be a J sound if you went from Greek to English?
If you went from Greek to English, yes.
There wouldn't be, because J doesn't exist in Greek. Why would an I or an E turn
In
into
English,
a J?
it does.
Why would an I or an E turn into a J?
If
from
you
Greek
went
to
from
English?
Aramaic and Hebrew, a Y would turn into a J into the English.
Why? That only happens because
That's how
went
it
to Latin.
is. What do you want me to do? I didn't make the English
that's
language up.
because
That's
it
what
went
it
to
is.
Latin.
What's all this got to do with farjaha anyway? Where did
don't
you
know,
go?
bro.
That one
We
you
were
got-
talking
you got-
about farjaha.
You got refuted on
We were
that.
talking about farjaha.
No,
that
you got
you don't want to
refuted.
face what it means.
Because I'm trying to
Yeah,
show you how a simple language can be so complex that you guys change names, and then this word farja changes when you use it in a sentence. Come on, man, that's very
But
easy.
it's not
simple.
so complex in this sentence. You're trying to make it complex. It's not.
Look,
Because farjaha, it does not mean her chastity.
Here, I'm gonna
Yo,
take
Jibril,
more
I'm going to
words
go
out.
in for like 5 minutes. You have the moderator. I'll be right back.
Look, I took more words out. I took more words out, and it still says her
Correct.
chastity. I'll even take more words
Brother,
out.
Brother, we are talking about the word, okay? When you put it in this sentence and try to translate it, Google will pick it up from the Quranic verse where it's being translated like that.
What
But it
does this
doesn't
mean?
mean that. It
What does
doesn't
this
mean.
What does this mean?
The word farjaha.
What does
Okay,
ahsanat farjaha mean?
والحافظات لفروجهن.
What does
it mean?
ahsanat? What does
Is that
ahsanat?
chastity as well?
What does ahsanat farjaha mean?
We're talking about the word farjaha.
Ahsanat.
Okay.
Look, I took everything
Ahsanat.
out. I took everything out of Google Translate except ahsanat farjaha, and it still says she guarded her
Yeah.
chastity.
She got it here. Is that what Google? I don't know.
That's
I don't
what
have
Google
Google in
says.
front of me.
That's
I'll
what
take your
Google
word
says.
for it.
Even those two words.
I
So
don't know,
what
I'll take
does
your word for
ahsanat? You're the expert. You say you're the expert Arabic speaker. What does if I was to say ahsanatu farjaha? What does that mean?
Ahsanat, it means protected. Yes.
What? No, the
Or
whole
kept
word.
safe
The
or
whole
protected.
word.
Yes.
Ahsanat farjaha.
Farjaha, it means her private part. Now, to protect her private parts, they translating the meaning of the word in whole, as in a sentence. The meaning of it, not the word itself, what it means. Do you understand?
Look, I'm even
So
going
the
to
meaning
go the
of
other
the
way.
two words together, they're giving you that, but they're not translating the word itself. And you said it yourself. When you put the word farjaha on its own, what did you get?
What's this word? What's this word right here?
No. When you put farjaha, what
what's
translation do you get?
Al-mibal. Al-mibahal.
Al-mihbal.
What's that?
Which is the uterus or the vagina.
Okay, so so I don't get it. Now you confused me.
That's what it means. Al-mihbal.
So that means
Yes, it's
So what does
the
farja
womb.
mean?
The womb. Actually, the more exact, it's the womb. Womb.
Let me see what womb is. Let me put in womb here, because that comes out as rahim.
That's al-mihbal.
That comes as rahim. The womb is rahim.
Yes. Yes.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
So give me another one. That
thing.
didn't work. Give me another one. Let me try uterus for you. Let me give you the benefit of doubt. Uterus.
No, not uterus.
Same thing. That's rahim.
Try vagina.
That came up with the word you said. Al-mahal.
Mihbal.
Al-mihbal. So try again, brother.
Okay. So when you put farjaha, what translation do you get?
Let me get it again. When I put the word itself, it came like you said.
No. Sifur. When you put farjaha in Arabic, what do you get?
Let me try that word alone again. Because it did come out as you said. As you said, it said. So now look, if I put farjaha, fannafakhatna, it says he released her, so we blew. So the meanings change just with another letter.
No. It changes, yes, because of the word that's following it. But I'm talking about the word farjaha.
Yeah, farjaha.
Yeah, put that in the translate. What do you get?
But then when I put
exactly,
but then when I put English, when I reverse it and put her English for her, it comes up to muhbiluha. So what's really going on here?
Mihbalaha. Yeah, which is mihbalaha. It's like a raham. I mean, there's different words for it, but the most accurate one, it's the vagina. Okay, so
it's changing, brother.
Let me tell you this: when a woman protects her vagina,
what's that mean? That means a right?
Okay, when a woman protects her vagina, when a woman protects her vagina, okay, a woman protects her vagina. What is she actually doing? She's not putting a like a guard on there. That means that she doesn't go out with men. She doesn't do sex. She's protecting her vagina, which is what? Which is protecting her chastity, as it being translated.
So what's wrong with that? I don't
Exactly. It's nothing wrong, brother, as the whole sentence. What I am saying is the word itself, the vagina, okay? In translations, and you read it yourself, they translated it to garment. How does it translate to garment?
That's fine. You know that happens all over the Bible. I mean, because they put garment.
No, man. No.
The garment was the garment was Google search bringing it up. When I went into the verse,
brother, chastity. I would accept a close enough translation, but garment and how are they close?
No. The one I'm reading says chastity.
How?
The one it says chastity. The one that said garment.
But you were reading when you were reading the verse. I heard you. You read the word garment.
I was reading it off Google search. I didn't click into any websites. On Google, that's what it said.
It said, and we blew. It says, and we blew into her garment.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the word garment, I know you read it there, and it's not something strange to my ear, because there are Muslim scholars, okay, some of them, very, very few, they tried to get away from this whole verse and the proper translation of it, and they said, yes, Allah blew into her garment. They said that.
Look, I had
but then a lot of other scholars refuted them, and they said to them, listen, don't even ever mention this rubbish again.
Look, I had an Arabic speaker here
so they moved away from it.
Talking with an Arabic speaker that was Christian, and he agreed also. Yeah, the word alone means, but when it's used in a sentence, it can be, depending on how the sentence is formed and structured, the definitions change. You know this about Arabic, so you can't lie to yourself. You can lie to people.
Okay, but yo, Sifur.
No. I understand, brother. I understand. Sifur. I understand the definition changes. If it's close or close enough, okay, we might go along with it. I understand. But when you change the word farjaha to garment, you are changing. Like, you're throwing the word away and putting another word in there. Garment, it's not in no way, shape, or form.
Here's the main point I was making earlier, right? At least we have the original Arabic, right? You guys have a Greek version. Where
Okay,
is the
sifur.
Aramaic?
Okay,
Where's
yo,
the Hebrew?
forget about
Yes,
The Hebrew.
but your original Arabic, brother, your original Arabic, the Quran that you are reading today, do you think it's the same Quran that was revealed to Muhammad?
100%. They found a 1400-year-old carbon dated Quran that was written in gold ink, and it's the same
Where is it?
exact letters.
Where is
I'll
it?
find
Why don't they bring it out? Where is
I'll
it?
find it. It's been out, but some people don't.
You know
wanna
why
see
they
it.
don't bring it out? Because brother, you know why they don't bring it out and show it? Because no Muslim in the world, Arabic speaker, can read it. Because it's not even Arabic. It's in Syriac.
It is. It just doesn't have the
It's in
vowels.
Syriac language.
It just doesn't have the vowels.
It's not even Arabic until they put the dots and the shadda and hamza and fatha and kasra on it
Brother,
to make it start
you
looking like
you
Arabic,
speak-
and
you
that's the
speak
version
Arabic,
that you
right?
are reading in your
you-
hand today.
Can you read and write Arabic?
Of course I do. Yes.
Okay. Do you need the vowels in there to
Of
read
course I can.
modern? Okay, then.
course I
So why
can.
are you saying you can't read it when you're saying you can read it without the vowels?
No, I cannot. If you show me the manuscripts that they exist
No,
now on the
forget those
internet,
old
as far as the
manuscripts. I'm
old
saying right now
Quranic
in
manuscripts,
today.
I can't read it.
No, I'm talking about today's modern Arabic.
I can't
Does
read it, brother.
Today's modern Arabic, does it have the
No one can read it.
Look, I'm asking about today's
No one
modern.
can read it.
You're dodging my question. Can you read?
No,
when you
today's modern Arabic, yes, I can read.
Okay, with no vowels, right?
I can read today's modern Arabic, yes.
With no
And
vowels.
the Quran Arabic I can read, yes.
Thank you. With no
Yes.
vowels. You can read the Quran Arabic
Yes.
with vowels.
Yes.
That's the reason why the vowels were
Yes.
there.
And
So
you know how I make the
you just made a
how I make them
justification
up?
for the vowels.
I make them up from
You just
no,
justified the vowels.
I'll make them up. Brother, listen to me. Listen to an Arabic speaker. If you don't put the hamza, shadda, kasra, fatha on it, I can change the meaning.
Okay, here's the Quran that's older.
I can
during
change the
time of
meaning.
Prophet, the
Because
Birmingham Quran.
if I say, look, if I say, ضرب الولد أبوه or أبيه, or if I say ضرب الولد أبيه, it changes the meaning.
Exactly, I know this.
Do you understand?
And I'm not even
so
an
if I
expert
read a
in
verse,
language.
and that's why Ali ibn Abi Talib, okay, ordered the fatha and hamza and kasra and shadda onto the Quran because people are changing the meaning. He said people are changing the meaning. We got to
So you
do
just
something about it. That's
justified
why
it.
they did it, which
So you
I
just
understand.
justified the
Which I
vowels.
understand. Yes, because he didn't want people to read it and change the meanings. So he standardized the meaning of it. I am not talking about that because this is later. I'm talking about when the Quran was put together. Okay? When the Quran was put together, Muhammad himself, he said, he gave strict instructions. Because you see, Muhammad, he never gathered the Quran and put it in the book. Did you know that?
Yeah, there was other people
Muhammad
that did it.
never ever
It's
gathered
just
the
like
Quran and put it in one book, and he never ever explained
Oral.
the ayat.
was oral.
Never gave any explanation. It was revealed to
Yeah, it was
Muhammad.
oral.
Okay,
It was
and Muhammad
orally-
was saying it orally. Listen to me, brother, please. It was revealed to Muhammad by Jibril. Muhammad was reciting it, and people, his companions, were writing it. So
What else
Abdullah
was
ibn
revealed
Mas'ud
orally?
wrote some.
What other scripture? What other scripture was revealed orally, brother?
Listen. Don't
No,
jump,
this is a serious
brother.
question.
Don't jump. Let's finish this, and then we will talk about.
What other holy book? Look, your Old Testament was orally revealed, and there's miscommunications and misquotations about the written.
I'm explaining
Torah.
how your Quran was put together. Why are you jumping?
know this.
Let's
You
finish
think I
this,
don't
and
know
then we
this?
will go to the scripture.
This is common knowledge.
No, you don't.
13-year-old,
Because you
a
just told
12-year-old
me the
Muslim
Quran
knows
is
this.
100%.
It is. 100%.
But you said the Quran is 100%. Okay, you know it. Yes, you know it. Who did Muhammad say? Which name did he give to take the Quran from? Tell me.
I don't know what you're asking.
Well, there you go. Then
are you
how do you
asking?
say, I know?
Well, because you have to make.
Who
you have
did
to
Muhammad
restructure your
recommend?
question.
Who did Muhammad recommend to take the Quran from after his passing?
Well, there's debate. That's why the Sunnis and Shias exist. There's a debate on. I don't know what you mean by that.
No. This is before. Okay, when Muhammad was alive, he said, take the Quran from 4 people, and he nominated the 4 people. Who were they?
I'd have to look up the hadith. I don't know.
Okay, so you don't know. Okay, so when I was telling you the story, you said, I know, but obviously you don't know, so let me tell you. Muhammad said, take the Quran from 4 people, because when Muhammad was alive, the Quran was not gathered and put together in the form of the book that you have in your hands today. So it was all scattered. Companions wrote different bits and pieces, and it was all scattered. When Muhammad died, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the second leader after Muhammad, tried to put it together, but everybody had a different version. And then Umar ibn al-Khattab came, and then Uthman ibn Affan came, the third caliphate after Muhammad, okay? And he said, we have to get it all together. So he ordered Zayd ibn Haritha to collect the Quran of Hafsa, his daughter, and rewrite it all into one book. And he distributed among other Muslim states that existed. So Uthman ibn Affan is the guy that put the Quran together in the form that you have it in your hands today. Now, this is indirect, okay, disobedient to what Muhammad is recommended.
Jibril, I have a question. What century was that?
Yes, brother.
What century was that?
This is the year 28, okay, the year 28 Hijriya. So you're talking about 6th century, 6th or 7th century. Yeah, 600 and something, 600 and
when he put it all together,
or something like that. Yes.
When he put it all together, what was that?
No. So Uthman ibn Affan put it together 28 years after Muhammad was dead. 28 years after Muhammad died. He put it together. And the problem is not this. The problem is Muhammad said, take the Quran after I'm gone. When you're going to put it together, take it from 4 people. And he said, number 1, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Number 2, Ubay ibn Ka'ab. Number 3, Salim Mawla Abi Hudhayfa. Number 4, Mu'adh ibn Jabal. These are the 4 people that Muhammad recommended by name. And he said, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud is the number 1. When Uthman put it together, 2 of those 4 people were dead. Okay? But Abdullah ibn Mas'ud and Ubay ibn Ka'ab were still alive. Yet Uthman ibn Affan totally ignored them, and did not take the Quran from them. The question is why? Why did he ignore Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, the person, the one Sahabi, the one companion that Muhammad highly recommended? Why did Uthman ignore him? And he was still alive. And Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was furious because of this. And he had arguments and fights with Uthman ibn Affan because of it. And when he read the Quran that Uthman put together, he said to him, Al-Mu'awwadatain, they are not from the Quran. They are not from the Quran. Why did you put him in? Why did you put him? He said to Uthman ibn Affan. He said, why did you put Al-Mu'awwadatain in the Quran when they are not in the Quran? They are not revealed as a Quranic verse. He disagreed with him. Yet they are in the Quran today. Brother, I just told you the story. Okay, I don't have it in front of me. I'm in the car. I'm driving. All right. I am in the car. I'm driving. If you are serious about yourself, you would have taken notes and go and check what I just told you and come back and tell me if I'm lying. All right. I will tell you. I will. Listen. Sifur, listen. I'll just tell you this. Okay. The 4 names that Muhammad recommended, okay, I will give them to you again, write them down. Go and search, who did Muhammad say to take the Quran from? Just these. Do a search now. Okay, do a search now. Who did Muhammad recommend to take the Quran from? You will get those 4 names. And then go to the Uthmanic. Okay, write this, make a note, and then go and search it. Did Uthman ibn Affan use Abdullah ibn Mas'ud to write the Quran or to collect the Quran? Just write this.
Can you hear me?
So go and search. Abdullah. Okay, just go and search Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Just its name.
Okay, hold on. Give me one sec. I stepped outside for a cigarette, but I'm going to search on my phone. Abdullah who?
Yeah, okay. Abdullah bin
Yeah, keep going. Abdullah bin
Mas'ud. Mas'ud.
I'm here. I'm just pulling up a verse or some
That's fine.
information
Yeah,
about Abdullah
just
bin
search it.
Mas'ud.
I'm reading this one, Sahih al-Bukhari 3761. It says, how did Ibn Abid, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, used to recite Surat Al-Layl?
One surah, not the whole Quran.
On that, Abu Darda said, by Allah, the Prophet made me read the verse in this way after listening to him. But these people of Sham tried their best to let me say something different.
Exactly.
Did Jibril not prove that we needed the vowels? Jibril, did you not say one letter up or down, A or E, changes the whole definition, and then you have all these different Arabic speakers?
Yes.
Did you not agree with
that? But what I'm talking is, no. I'm talking about Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said the whole verse is not from the Quran, not a word, not changing the meaning. Al-Mu'awwadhatayn. Al-Mu'awwadhatayn. Surah Al-Nas and Surah Al-Falaq. Surah An-Nas and Surah Al-Faraq, it's not from the Quran. That's what Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said.
Let me see. Let me
Yet they are in the Quran today. Sure, Vlad, if you do a search, okay, just write, and it'll give you the hadith. Who did Muhammad say to take the Quran from?
I'm reading a hadith here of Omar radiallahu anhu, who's saying that he also confirming he was one of the most knowledgeable. But where does it say that they didn't use his stuff? And I'm not finding anything of the added 2 chapters that you just talked about. But I'm going to keep searching.
I don't know where you're searching. But Vlad is doing a search as well. Do a search. Who did Muhammad say to take the Quran from? You will get 4 names. And then, when you get the 4 names, write them down. And then put, who did Uthman use to take the Quran from? You will not get any of those 4 names.
Do you know about that?
By the way, those 4 names were recommended by Muhammad himself.
Do you know why that it had to be written down? Because there was a big war happening and a lot of the people who memorized it were dying.
Brother, I understand that. I'm not disagreeing. With that. I'm saying Muhammad said, take the Quran from Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Uthman disobeyed Muhammad and did not take the Quran from Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. He took the Quran of Hafsa and he used Zayd ibn Harith. While Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was still alive. And he was angry. He said the Prophet recommended me to give you the Quran. Why aren't you taking it from me? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to get back to my laptop. It'll be easier.
I'm not disagreeing to why they put it together, why they felt the need. I understand all that. I understand why Uthman felt the need to put it all together in one book. I understand that.
Yeah, over here it says Abdullah bin Mas'ud, Salim,
Mawla Abi Hudayfa.
Yeah, and then this guy
Ubay ibn Ka'ab. Ubay ibn Ka'ab and Mu'adh ibn Jabal. Yeah, they are the 4 people.
And then over here it says, who is the first to suggest collecting the Holy Quran in one copy? Abu Bakr's compilation. Consequently, upon Umar's insistence, Abu Bakr ordered the collection of the pieces of the Quran into one copy, assigning Zayd ibn Thabit, Muhammad's main scribe, together the written fragments held by different members of the community.
So who did he assign?
Zayd ibn Thabit.
Zayd ibn Thabit. Was Zayd ibn Thabit one of the people that Muhammad recommended?
No.
Exactly. And by the way, 2 of the 4 people that Muhammad recommended were still alive when they were putting the Quran together. But they didn't use them.
Yeah, that's also in Sahih al-Bukhari 4999. Take the Quran from 4. Abdullah bin Mas'ud and the rest of them.
And which one is that? Give me that hadith. Which one is it?
Sahih al-Bukhari
4999.
4666.
4199.
4999.
Why would you say 666? You're a man of God, aren't you?
No, sorry. No. Triple 9.
Yeah, I thought you were making a joke.
No. No, don't worry. Brother, I'm driving. Honestly, I'm in the car, I'm driving. If I was at home, I got all these references all on, I would have given you every single one of them. But I'm driving. I only got one device.
Okay, so I'm reading. So here's the 4999. Abdullah bin Amr mentioned Abdullah bin Masud and said, I shall ever love that man, for I heard the Prophet saying, learn the Quran from 4. So Abdullah bin Masud said this. He said he heard the Prophet saying it. Is there anything saying that the Prophet said it himself? This looks like it was after his death. I thought you said there's a hadith.
Death, brother. He heard him when he was still alive.
Well, yeah, he's saying he heard him obviously
he was still alive.
But the hadith in question is not the Prophet saying it. This is Abdullah bin Amr mentioning Abdullah bin Masud said the Prophet said this after he's dead.
There are many hadith about this, brother.
Give me another one. This one didn't work. This one didn't help your cause.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, you got the information. You go and search it, brother. You will find it.
I'm going to search. I'll find it. And it's not going to, I've been doing this since I was 13. Every little thing that people come up, I find is a logical explanation for it.
Yeah, okay, because you want to make an explanation for it. Of course you will.
No, don't you guys do that? I was talking to this brother about John, and he didn't want to take my understanding. He has his own understanding. Everyone does this. Here's hadith by Abdullah bin Masud from Sahih Bukhari. I'm going to look at other ones. I'll look at all the hadiths from Abdullah bin Masud.
Brother, listen to me. 2 searches you need to do to confirm what I just told you, okay? 2 searches. Number 1, who did Muhammad recommend to take the Quran from? And you will get those 4 people. And then, who did Uthman use to comply the Quran or to put the Quran together? These 2 searches, you do them and you will put this whole chapter together and you will see it. And then whether you agree with it, you disagree, you find excuses, that's up to you. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just giving you what you need to search and where will you find all this information. What you do with it, that's your business. That's not mine. My job is to lead you in where the information are and what you should look for. But then it's up to you what you want to do.
Over here, what popped up, it says, it is believed upon Hudayfa's request, Uthman obtained a sheet of the Quran from Hafsa.
Exactly,
and
from Hafsa, his daughter.
Consisting of Zayd.
Yeah, yes, Vlad, what's his name? Uthman used the Quran of Hafsa because when Abu Bakr put it together, Hafsa had a Quran, Aisha had a Quran, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud had a Quran, Ibn Abbas had a Quran, Ali ibn Abi Talib had a Quran, they each had one. Okay, and then someone heard people in different, like in Basra and in Damascus, reading the Quran in different way. So when the news came back to Uthman that everyone is reading his Quran in his own way, he ordered to bring all the Quran that these people are reading, and he burned them, and he made one Quran, which he took from Hafsa, and Zayd ibn Thabit wrote it for him, and that's what happened.
So how can we trust that?
Sorry?
How can we trust that that's the original one?
We can't trust it because it's the Quran of Uthman.
It's talking about trust, but all this New Testament we have is 300 years after Jesus.
Even though Abdullah ibn Mas'ud disagreed with him, Aisha disagreed with him, Ali ibn Abi Talib disagreed with him. They said, you're writing things that does not exist in our Quran, and you're adding things that don't exist in our Quran. And they read it to him, like the verses of reading 5 times and the stoning. Aisha said it was revealed and it was written.
So
yet
back
it's
to
not in the Quran today.
I'm back to
the Quran. It's not in the Quran today.
I'm back to Hadith 4999, the one that I think is the biggest proof for you. This says, learn the Quran from 4. So these 4 people, Abdullah bin Masud, Salim, Mu'adda, and Ubay, these guys taught the Quran to everybody. They did their thing. Nowhere does it. The Prophet didn't say
memorized it.
Right. Yeah, he didn't say write the Quran from these guys. Obviously, you
they
said
memorized it. Why do you think Muhammad recommended Abdullah ibn Mas'ud? He said he was the best memorizer accurately. He's
I
the
found
one
it.
that is memorized it accurately.
I
Why
found
wasn't
it.
he using
Sahih
Uthman's
al-Bukhari.
Quran?
I found what you're talking
Why
about.
didn't Uthman use him? He was recommended by
I
Muhammad.
found what you're talking about. Sahih al-Bukhari 479.
Anyway, brother Vlad, I'm gonna have to drop out, man. I'm picking up someone,
Okay.
and I can't talk while I'm driving with this
Yeah,
guy.
Teach them the word, man. So you guys got to listen to this.
I might go to sleep anyway. So.
I should. Actually, I should. But the only problem is he's Christian, mate. He's not going to benefit much out of this.
That's good. You'll benefit.
All right, I'll see you guys. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks, brother Sifur. I hope you didn't get annoyed or anything by the way
No,
I'm
not at
talking.
all, man.
Please,
Not
I
at
don't
all.
mean
This is what we need
I
to
don't
do.
mean anything bad, man.
I always
We're just
say
having
this,
a
brother.
discussion. That's all.
We're your best allies. Muslims are actually the only allies for Christians right now.
Deal, jibril.
All right, man. Yeah, like gotta go.
Salam.
Gotta go. Thanks.
Sorry, bro. I cut you off.
Vlad, I don't see. So the 479, it says about prayers. I think I got the wrong one. Which one? No, that's
Because
478.
over here, what I'm saying, Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 6, page 479.
Volume 6.
Page 479.
Volume 6, page 479.
It starts off with
479.
Hudayfa.
No, this is saying the commencement of the divine inspiration to Allah's apostles was in the form of true dreams.
No. It starts off with, this is what it says over here. Hudayfa was afraid of their people, the people of Sham and Iraq. Differences in the recitation of the Quran. So he said to Uthman, O chief of the believers, save this nation before they differ about the book of the Quran, as Jews and the Christians did before. So Uthman sent the message to Hafsa saying, send us the manuscripts of the Quran so that we may compile the Quranic materials in perfect copies and return the manuscripts to you. Hafsa sent it to Uthman. Uthman then ordered Zayd ibn Thabit, Abdullah bin az-Zubayr, Sa'ad bin and Abdul Rahman bin Harith bin Hisham to rewrite the manuscripts in perfect copies. Uthman said to the three Qurayshi men, in case you disagree with Zayd ibn Thabit on any point in the Quran, then write it in the dialect of the Quraysh as the Quran was revealed in their tongue. They did so, and when they had written many copies, Uthman returned the original manuscripts to Hafsa. Uthman sent to every Muslim province one copy of what they had copied, and ordered that all other Quranic materials, whether written in fragmentary manuscripts or whole copies, be burnt.
Wouldn't you do that if you had some fake or some, not fake, but wrong translations or wrong pronunciations? Say
Well,
you
how do
had
we know
wrong.
what's fake or not fake? Because he took it.
They had the four people that were very knowledgeable. These guys.
But one of those four people was not. It was not the other dude. What's his name? The Ibn Mas'ud guy.
Well, we got to know when this was. When did this happen, and when did Masood die? This is all things that are not being considered. When did Abdullah bin Masood die? And when did this happen?
I don't know, to be honest.
Exactly. If I find that out, then it nullifies everything. I can find that out in 2 seconds. Let me see when he died.
But I'm pretty sure he was alive.
No, it's not pretty sure. Let me look at it. Let me look. I'm gonna go over here and see Abdullah Masood. It'll bring his life and death when he died. Wikipedia right here. It'll be pretty accurate. There you go. He died in 653.
653.
653 it says.
Well, it says 650, and then he was when in Medina in 653.
So it looks like he died right around there. So again, was he alive when this happened? When this compilation started to happen? It doesn't look like he was.
Okay,
because Omar specifically said in another hadith that this guy is one of the most knowledgeable and accept his knowledge and understanding of the Quran. So they would have used it if he was alive. And I can easily probably find out that he was probably dead or maybe in a war or somewhere else, that it couldn't happen. You know when the major compilation happened, a lot of the people that memorized it, they were also the fighters. They were in a really big war and they were dying in big numbers. That's when it was said, look, all of the people that have our Quran memorized, we have to put it on paper. Then they noticed all of these different manuscripts we're getting. This guy is saying ah, e, oo, he's saying oo, e, ah, and the little vowel changes are making difference in translation. So they had to fix that issue. They took the people who had it memorized still. It's a big hadith on this, all public information. They took all of these people in. They had a big council. It wasn't nothing small. It's all public info too. It's not like someone decided. They were in there actually trying to fix what was wrong out there. They had in Syria, they had one copy. In Iraq, they had another copy.
Why didn't he take the manuscript that Zayd, or that what's his name had, that guy Ibn Mas'ud? Why didn't he take his copy, since his copy was the one that was basically the one that was from Muhammad himself, like he was there, so he's the most reliable one.
Who's saying he doesn't? You're claiming he didn't. How do you know they didn't use his manuscript?
He burnt all those.
He burnt them after everything was finished. He didn't. How do you know? Did he have the full? You know, the verses, people had different chapters. This person was in charge of guarding this chapter. That person was in charge of guarding 4 chapters. This is how it was done. These guys had to hide. When Jesus came around, he was in danger. All his disciples were in danger. It was a little secret society happening until finally the people got forced, the Meccan pagans got forced to allow him to publicly recite. This was a big issue. I just read the hadith. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, they wanted to kill him, and then they brought this Christian king or some big prominent king who said, I'm going to protect this guy. And they said, why do you want to kill him? He said, because he wants to worship his own God. They said, well, if he does it in private, we'll let him do it. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu decided to build a mosque right next to his house, and he started reciting there. And then they got into it with that, and they brought him back and said, look, he's not doing it privately. And at that time, Abu Bakr said, hey, I have to do it publicly. If you need to kill me, or this is what he said, this is the exact words. He said, I relinquish your protection. I don't need your protection. Only God can protect me. And that guy became Muslim after that. He said, this guy is about to take on a whole tribe, and I'm the only one that could protect them. And he just said, don't worry, your protection is nothing compared to God's.
All right, well, I'm gonna go to bed. We'll talk to Jibril. You and Jibril will go on another day.
Sure.
So,
all right, hey, man, you're respectful these days. I remember, I don't know if it was you, but there's one guy super. You're respectful, man. Let's talk again, inshallah, God willing.
All right, God bless, bro. Have a good night.
All right.